So, it feels like there are, let's say, not a great dearth of people these days that are willing to spout their BS with utter confidence in their opinions. And this feels like a problem. So, this is maybe by way of a way to kind of adjudicate between people who actually know what they're saying and people who don't. Um, Hopefully, it helps, anyways. It feels like perhaps the only way to be really certain about a really complex issue is to be very ignorant about it. And I'll try to explain what I mean. Now, for the record, a certain level of ignorance is not always a bad thing. I actually have a video about this titled, I think, The Optimum Level of Ignorance. And I had illustrated that using the story of David and Nathan in the Bible, right? David sleeps with Bathsheba and then sends her husband off to war to die in the front lines. Nathan figures out about this. I mean, he's a prophet, so it was maybe revealed to him by God. Then he comes to David, and instead of saying, hey, you slept with another man's wife, and you deserve to be condemned for that, and well, then you killed him, effectively, and you deserve to be condemned for that, and you have to repent, he presents David with a story about a man who has many sheep, a man who has one sheep. I believe the man who has many sheep takes the man's one sheep and then kills the man. And David has the appropriate moral response to this, that is moral outrage. He says, this man should be killed, right? Nathan says, you're the man, right? And this is perhaps a prime case of this idea of presenting the skeleton of an argument, or like the basic structure of an argument, and allowing the person to judge that rather than the fleshed out version of the same argument or situation, which might engage biases they have, and in the case of David and Nathan, might have resulted in Nathan's head departing from his shoulders. And that's one thing if you're in a scenario where you're being presented with all of the pertinent facts from a trustworthy source, right? But if this is a thing you're doing yourself, or you're judging someone who is doing it, it feels like you can't settle for ignorance, because you're never sure whether or not you're missing some sort of integral complexity that would completely alter the way you perceive that situation. So it's one of those things that don't mistake an ignorant claim for in-depth analysis. And again, it feels like one of the only ways to be really certain about things is perhaps to be really ignorant about that thing or that situation, right? And if, again, probably the smartest people you'll ever meet in life, they'll tend to be the ones who act a good deal less certain than they actually are. Probably, most of the time. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please press the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want to.